has told us why this building is so important to him, his earliest memories of it, and what it's like living here. He has also shared his sense of aesthetics and how he uses it to bring out certain qualities from the architecture. Now, who better to ask about the structural and material aspects of the house, the problems he faced during the renovation, as well as a few tips on how best to renovate homes, than Habib himself.
Not every house in Karachi was of this grandeur. A, it's just on an acre of a land. B, it's in a very nice part of Karachi. And it's very simple outside. It's just stone structure. It doesn't have all these embellishments which Victorian houses had. It's very simple. And that's the beauty of this whole structure. I don't want to label anything because I wouldn't like to say it's Victorian or Georgian or this or that, But it's the turn of the century, and Karachi had very much like this character. You see the Sindh Club and the old buildings which have been pulled down, like the Karachi Club, the old Gymkhana, it's got very much in that sort of this whole area had that sort of a feel to it, and they were all very, very similar. You see some of the houses in Clifton, because Mohata came much later, so there's 1934 style, but these houses were much before Mohata. Basically, the house was in a structurally very good shape, very sound. I have Bangalore tiles on the roof. They're still intact. You will believe I have not changed a single tile yet, and there's been no leakage in the roof. This house is so much appreciated because I've kept the character of the house. When I took the house, these windows were already in place, but I'm sure in the good old days, this must have been a wooden Jaffrey. I have these wonderful high ceilings. Oh, people say, oh, don't you have a problem with air conditioning? I say, no way. The hot air rises, the cool air stays down below. So the higher the ceiling, the better for air conditioning. People think, to lower the ceiling is better for air conditioning. It's not. I have I've just very simple air conditioners in the rooms. It's all original. I've not changed a thing. It's an original staircase. You can see the first step is a stone step, and then a wooden staircase going up. The roof, I have a double roof actually. I have a false ceiling and then the pitch roof with Bangalore tiles. So it keeps the house very, very, very cool. And these louvers with the cross ventilation, I don't need any air conditioning over here. We're sitting over here. You can sit here in summer and you don't need a fan. There are no fans over here. Maintenance is like any other house. If you maintain a house, you will keep it nice and clean and all that, it lasts. If you don't, you have to, do the paint work. And since I'm single here, it's in a very, very, very good shape. And I think with luck, it may go on for another 100 years. Upkeep of the garden is there, So I have to spend a lot on the garden because it's a huge compound. And I have trees, they need looking after. I think sometimes the modern houses need more maintenance than the old houses. But old houses have their problems. But I've taken care of that in the beginning. So I don't have to, do it again and again. So they've been taking care of it, the plumbing, the electrical work, the dam problem as I mentioned. So they're all in their place. A lot of people don't respect old homes, frankly. They don't know how to live in old homes. Sometimes they acquire it, and if they've been living it for years, they take it for granted things. And, this is, being an architect and an interior designer, so I've done this house in a way, it's like a model house, you know what I mean? You don't expect every old homes to be like this. That's why it's been in a lot of magazines and the digest and whatnot. It's been talked about because I've put in a lot of labor and love into it. A lot of people don't. You'll be surprised when I do even new houses. When I go after a year, I'm ashamed to go walk in because they're so shabbily kept. You have to respect your homes.
Today we talk to renowned architect Habib Fida Ali about the beautiful house he resides in. He shared some of his memories with us while giving us an insight to the home of an architect. He also informed us how best to maintain these homes and why they mean so much to people. From looking around the place, we got a sense of what it used to be like living in the city. Perhaps a glimpse of what it was like in the early 20th century. Thanks to people like him, we have these marvelous structures that link us to the past. Losing such structures will cost us dearly. Let's hope we don't lose any of these homes which allow us to remember where we came from.